The courtroom had been buzzing for weeks. Testimonies, sealed files, whispered names, and unexpected celebrities drawn into a case that refused to stay quiet. But today, the atmosphere shifted, not in noise, but in weight. The judge cleared his throat, silencing the room instantly. "A new video statement has been submitted and is admissible," he announced. Then, looking straight at the defense table, he dropped 5 words that stole the breath from everyone's lungs. "The witness is Miley Cyrus." The silence was deafening. Pens paused mid-stroke, reporters froze, jurors blinked, leaning forward in disbelief. Diddy sat calm, but everyone else around him was rattled. Miley Cyrus, the former Disney star turned global pop icon, had been intensely private about her childhood in the industry. Now, her name was the centerpiece. For years, she'd rebuilt herself multiple times, but this secret was buried deep until today. Sources revealed the statement wasn't accusatory but emotional. Miley wasn't suing or claiming trauma, she was simply remembering. And what she remembered from that infamous 2009 Malibu party, when she was only 16 or 17, stunned the court. That party, held at Diddy's exclusive Malibu Hills mansion, was invite-only. No phones, no photos, yet a grainy video slipped through, forgotten for years, showed Miley pressed uncomfortably against a marble wall, eyes unreadable. The defense tried to dismiss the photo as typical of a rising star at industry events, but the jury saw more. A teenager, clearly out of place, uneasy. The judge denied all motions to redact or delay the video testimony. "We all deserve to hear what she remembers," he declared. "This trial wasn't just about isolated crimes, it was about patterns, decades of closed rooms, silenced voices, and young people told they were too young to understand, only to realize later they understood far too much." Later that day, the courtroom dimmed as Miley's voice filled the room, not as the confident pop star, but as a young woman speaking for her teenage self. "I was a teen," she said softly, "and I knew something was off." She recounted walking into that party, the man at the stairs who smiled too wide, the music upstairs that was darker and slower. She never told anyone, her dad, her label, or friends, because in that world speaking up meant being branded difficult or dramatic. So, like so many others, she buried it. Yet, memories don't die. They wait. When the headline broke weeks ago, seeking new celebrity testimony, Miley's heart skipped, not from guilt or fear, but because her story mattered. Her statement became a turning point. That night after the party, she wrote in her journal about the cold reality, a place where bad things didn't happen, not because they couldn't, but because no one was allowed to say they did. The courtroom absorbed every word in silence. No dramatic accusations, no shouting, just honest memory. Miley didn't need to be hurt to know something was wrong. The prosecution introduced a heartfelt letter from her father, Billy Ray Cyrus, urging her to trust her instincts and prioritize honesty and safety. The letter, held close by Miley the night she left that party, reminded the court of the real teenager behind the global star. Defense lawyers huddled, but knew the optics were crumbling. They couldn't dismiss a father's genuine concern or a teenage girl's instincts. Outside, the letter and video went viral, sparking conversations and protests. Inside the courtroom, the mood shifted from doubt to expectation. Jurors took notes, wiped tears, and absorbed the growing narrative. This wasn't just one night or one girl, it was a system designed to silence. Next, Elise Monroe, a former background vocalist tied to Diddy's label, took the stand. She described another secretive event, an upstairs lounge where young girls, some clearly too young, sat quietly while powerful men watched. She never faced direct harm, but felt an overwhelming panic to escape. Elise brought a chilling message passed to her by another girl, "Ava, get out." Her story echoed Miley's, the feeling that discomfort alone was reason enough to run. Then came a bombshell. A former member of Diddy's personal security team, previously anonymous, identified himself as Rico. He revealed his job wasn't just protection, but managing who accessed certain areas, especially upstairs, the no cameras zone, designed for control. He testified how he escorted Miley to the base of the stairs, asked if she wanted to go up, and respected when she said no. "I was paid not to question," he admitted, revealing a hush payment, a discretion and loyalty bonus after the party. The courtroom was stunned, not by outrage, but by the truth of a system built to protect image over innocence. Angela Flores, Diddy's long-absent former event coordinator, testified next. She described managing guest lists with strict access levels, green, yellow, red, where minors like Miley were limited to safe zones. She confirmed the party's careful choreography, extra security, do not approach lists, and subtle exclusion. The defense's argument that the party was open and harmless began to crumble under the weight of these testimonies.
New evidence?
A catering receipt signed by Angela connected dots. The prosecution painted a clear picture. The upstairs was a sorting room, a carefully managed environment where discomfort was engineered and silence enforced. The defense tried to dismiss these stories as speculation or emotion, but the judge ruled memories admissible, emphasizing the pattern. Photos of the mansion's interior, color-coded zones, and unseen hallways showed a disturbing reality. An unidentified teenage girl, silhouetted in the infamous hallway, became a haunting symbol of the many young voices still unheard. The trial shifted from individual allegations to systemic reckoning. The final day replayed Miley's words once more. "I wasn't hurt. I wasn't touched. I wasn't trapped, but I felt it. That something was wrong." The jury was reminded that instinct, long dismissed, was powerful evidence. Closing arguments emphasized the system's name and its protective walls finally breaking down. After hours of deliberation, the jury returned with verdicts: guilty on conspiracy to endanger minors, obstruction of justice, and maintaining an environment conducive to misconduct. Some charges were dismissed for lack of evidence, but the headline was clear: Diddy was found guilty. No chaotic scenes followed, just a collective breath finally released after years of silence. Outside, a young girl holding a sign that read, "I don't need proof to leave the room," captured the trial's legacy. This case wasn't just a verdict, it was a wake-up call. Miley Cyrus, by trusting her gut and speaking up, had helped shatter a culture of silence and taught the world a vital truth: safety isn't something you prove, it's something you protect. And from now on, we believe girls the first time.